Hello, and welcome to my YouTube channel again. And today I'm going to talk about the energy that start in 1 month energy that start in the 6th of May to the 6th of June. And this energy is a very special energy. It's the most young, fiery energy during the whole 12 months that we have during the year. So this is the most young energy. And I will tell you how it's manifest and how you can make the best of it and not make the worst of it. Okay, so like you see, I'm in red, a little fiery today, so I will try as well to get the energy of fire in this description about the energy of this month, which is young, fiery energy. And like I say, it sometimes can be very good for us and something can be very harmful for us because in Chinese medicine or Chinese philosophy, we try to get balance all the time. So if you have too much fiery energy, it can be a bit harmful for you. But if you have a little bit of yang energy or fire energy as well, can be harmful for you. So we need to find this balance as well. So this a good month for if you have like very low yang energy to start to blooming out, and if you have too much yang fire energy, so you have to be careful not to get too much of it as well in this month as well. So I can start with the hexagram of this month, and this hexagram it's like you see here. It's the hexagram number 1 in the I Ching. And the hexagram can tell you situation in the nature, situation in life, and so on. It's energy situation. So, like you see here, the hexagram number 1, it's 6 yang solid line. We don't have any yin here. If you remember the other hexagram that I did for April, it was 5 line of yang and 1 up here in. If you see here, 5 yang and 1 in. So it wasn't the absolutely young. And now this month we go to the absolutely young. It's the most young. Okay? So that's why we call this hexagram is Qian. And Qian it's heaven or sky. And it's you can interpret it as the creative, the initiation to start something, to do something, the creative. Okay? So it's like if I translate that to religion, so it's like the God energy, let's say, like that, the something that start things, that get the spark, the fire of it, and then from heaven go down to earth and then create something. So let's say when you get pregnant, for example, the sperm and the egg, so they meet. You need a lot of fire, a lot of activity, the sperm to get to the egg, for example, and all the things in life like that. And we see here, this is the hexagram number 1, and then we have hexagram number 2. It's totally like that. The name of that is Kun. It's like earth. Okay, so this is like number 1. It's heaven, sky, or this is her earth. So it's very interesting to see all the time how it has changed the energy. So the I Ching write about this hexagram Qian. The way of the initiation is change and transformation. Transformation is very important. I will explain to you how it's related to us as a human being in our body. Transformation, so that each obtains its true nature and destiny and the union of the great harmony is preserved. So what they're trying to all the time, the Chinese philosophy, the ancient Chinese philosophy, and then Chinese medicine, acupuncture as well, all the time we try to achieve balance, balance, balance. Nobody is 100% balanced, but we want to achieve balance all the time here. So Qian, it's the heaven or the sky, represent heaven on the attributes of initiation, growth, harmony, and constancy, moving forward endlessly and inexhaustible, never get tired. Okay, so this is the energy of Qian. It's the energy of the fire. It's like it's all the time this creation. It's to create, moving forward. And it's very important, endlessly and inexhaustible. And it's very, very interesting to see that the inaccessible, the energy that never get exhausted, and it's the energy of the sun, for example, or the energy of the wind. It's never get tired. So that's why it's the yang energy in the nature is all the time there. Okay, but in the problem, if we have too much yang energy in us, we get exhausted. Okay, so for example, in general, I say that let's say a lot of mental problem in human being, let's say like bipolar or manic depression, it can be like we have too much yang, too much fire energy in us, and we cannot settle down and relax. So we all the time like all the time this yang energy, which we need to be a little bit water, a bit more yin energy. Okay, so we in Chinese medicine, we all the time try to balance between yin and yang. Yang is fiery energy, this energy that I'm talking now, the summer energy as well, which we get in now in May, the summer energy. And then we need the yang, yin energy, that's more water, the winter energy, to have a balance in our life and in our health as well. Okay, so for example, we live in a very, very young society today. So all the time is out. So we need a lot of yin to balance. For example, no few minutes, if you cannot, without telephone, nothing, just sit and relax and do not do anything. So you like fill up your yin energy. So when you feel the yin energy, you have more yang, because the yin actually build the yang energy. It's not the other way. It's not the yang build the yin. The yin build the yang. Okay? So it's like the energy that's never stopped in nature. It's the creation energy. And it's the summer energy, you see it, the 6th of May to 6th of June. And the organ in the body, it's the spleen. And the spleen is represent the yang fire as well. And it's the most active time of the spleen, it's 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. So which this time we are like, because the spleen in Chinese medicine, it's got to do with, you see here, the transformation of energy. And when I said the transformation of energy, it's a transformation of, let's say we eat breakfast or we eat lunch. So the spleen, it's responsible to break down everything and give the body the right nutrition, the right energy, the right qi to be in balance. So if we have like a weak spleen, which a lot of people have it today, so we cannot transform the food that we eat in a good way. Okay, so that's why it's the yang fire as well. In Ayurveda, we say that the Agni, this it can be the Agni, the fire, the mouth smelting. How do you say in English? The digestive fire, the Agni as well, the spleen. We can see as well the pancreas, maybe small intestine in Ayurveda as well. So that's the spleen. So it's a very the spleen need to have heat all the time, a good heat, not too much heat in the body. So if the spleen it's a bit cold, and the spleen can be cold, that we eat a lot of sugar, we eat a lot of milk product, we eat a lot of cold food as well, so make the spleen a bit coldness in the spleen, so you cannot make the transformation. So that's why it's important for you to eat warm food if you have problems in digestive problems. Drink warm water as well. Never drink a uh, cold fluids and things like that. So that's why the spleen is a very, very important. It's as well represent the earth energy as well, not only the fire. So the spleen has two energy in him as well. They have the fire energy, of course, and then they have the earth energy as well to get like to more feel satisfied with yourself. Belåten på in Swedish, like you can settle down. You don't need to look all the time for excitement and things like that. So the spleen is like the okay, I'm in my place, I'm grounded. So that's the spleen energy as well. Okay, and the spleen as well. It's interesting to see the connection between the thought, the mental thought, and the digestive system as well, because the spleen is responsible for the mental thought, the memories, uh, the ability to study, to remember things, to remember facts and things like that. So if you're a student, for example, so you use your spleen a lot to remember, to study, and that's why it's good for you from 9 to 11 if you want to study. If you're a student, or you do something research or whatsoever, 9 to 11 it's very good time to study, to remember things before exam and so on, a representation at work and other things that you need to remember to um, the mental aspect of it. So that's why I work in Uppsala as well in Sweden, and it's a student university city, and usually I meet some student that they finish their PhD, the doctorate, and so on, but they spleen, they kaput because they study, they learn so many hours every day in years and years and years. So the spleen it's get off balance. If you have weak spleen from the beginning, which I do constitutional acupuncture, I do as well. So I can see in your chart that you have a weak spleen and you're a student or you do PhD for a few years and then you do a doctorate for a few years and then I see that the spleen is weak from beginning. So it's not good combination. You have to all the time um, charge your energy and have a routine and not study at once very tense just to calculate your studies in advance. Okay, because the the body as well or the our brain need when we use the brain in a very logical way and like to study things, we need a lot of more sugar, we need more glucose to our brain. So that's why as well here the spleen, you have to all the time take care of your spleen. Otherwise it's become, the spleen cannot give um, give balance to the other organs in the body, and that's how the unbalance can be. Okay, so this is the summer energy. Like I say, it's the yang fire. So it's a very important for you to let's say start to live again from, you know, from the boring winter that we were inside with the blanket and snow. So now the warmth, the energy, want to go out, be more happy. You can more spontaneously meet people and so on, which got to do with the fire energy. Okay, so this is the my how should I say, my budskap in Swedish. You said this is my oh, I forgot the name in English, but this is the important things that I want to share with you for the May month. Like we say in Chinese medicine or Chinese philosophy, we see the season, we feel the season before it's coming. So now if you feel, oh, what I'm talking about, it's so cold here in Sweden, it's only 4 or 5 plus, but this is, it's a process. It's like maybe in 1 week from now I do this film in the 29th or the 30th of April, 2029, sorry, April. So it's like in 7 days, suddenly you can start to feel this warmth, this young energy. Okay? So, yeah, take care or enjoy from this fiery energy. And I will do the next video film, the energy of June. Okay, take care. Bye bye. Thank you.